Final Fantasy XV boots with the statement a Final Fantasy for fans and first-timers, and for the most part it delivers. The game follows through on the promise of a grandiose story filled with melodrama, and it slims down on a lot that would otherwise turn potential players away. Things like linear gameplay design, a plodding battle system, and for the most part, shallow characters are done away in favour of empowering player choice in gameplay decisions, a modern fighting system, and a competent cast. However, previous games in the series have made an effort to be leaders in the genre, and instead Final Fantasy XV feels like an effort, however strong, in playing catch-up. With the rise of Western RPGs over the previous generation of consoles, 15 finds itself in a tight situation. Final Fantasy fans bring expectation to the table in spades, but to gain a wide enough audience to justify its decade in development, 15 makes enough changes for greater accessibility. Remixing core ideas from the 13 series, A Realm Reborn, and even Final Fantasy XII, with more contemporary gameplay trends, means that gameplay depth isn't sacrificed to let new players come to the party. Final Fantasy XV's plot is a pretty standard fantasy rollercoaster, rife with political intrigue and magical powers, with the overarching goal to take back what's yours as the kingdom's rightful ruler. It's paced well for the most part, but it can be a pain when you're occasionally thrown into the deep end of a labyrinth, searching for the next story objective and can't save. 15's characters generally fare better, though again they often fall into familiar tropes. While side characters are often a pleasant surprise to get to know, a lot of the time will be spent with the boy band crew. Noctis starts as a spoiled rich kid learning the way of the world through the story, Prompto is the comic relief, Ignis is the brains, and Gladiolus is the brawn. Fortunately, they're mostly written well, and with the notable exception of Ignis, voice acting is pretty solid. The biggest shift in the Final Fantasy series that 15 represents, though, is in its gameplay. Bringing contemporary action to the table keeps battle fun and engaging, even if its implementation is fairly derivative. Trends like exploitable elemental weaknesses and timed openings are here in full force, and as a result, it's often worth paying attention to what weapons are equipped to each party member. Mixing different abilities in battle from different party members keeps battle dynamic, but more than anything they can be used as a get-out-of-jail-free card if need be. Supporting gameplay systems that tie into battle hold far more depth, fortunately. After gathering elemental energy in the field, Noctis is able to mix elements of varying potency with items and ingredients to craft spells as part of the Elemency system. Skills progression like Elemency allows for a lot of experimentation before developing battle strategies with more depth. The result is combat that's easy to pick up before devising more complex synergies to fight stronger foes with. Final Fantasy XV aims for a photorealistic visual style, but the amount of detail on offer won't often blow you away. Fortunately, character models and animations stand out as particularly fluid, even if the lip syncing isn't always on point. On Xbox One, the game has a very soft presentation, often to the point where I mistook the low resolution and anti-aliasing solution for a depth of field effect. Environments can range from bustling city markets and dense forests to barren outposts and labyrinthine caverns, with an impressive amount of consistent polish. It's been 7 years since the last mainline RPG release in the Final Fantasy series, and the gaming landscape has changed significantly in that time. While earlier entries touted best-in-class graphics, complex stories, or unrivaled technical gameplay depth, Final Fantasy XV seems content to only keep pace with other releases in the RPG genre. Trading some of the biggest drawbacks of traditional JRPGs for greater accessibility, Final Fantasy XV will go down as one of the less impactful, if still enjoyable, entries in the series. That was our review of Final Fantasy XV. The game is available now on Xbox One and PS4. For more gaming and tech content, be sure to subscribe here at youtube.com/stickytrigger. Check out the website, stickytrigger.com, and chat to us on Twitter, where you'll find us as @stickytriggerau. That's all from me for now, though. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you soon.